to the live. I did something different with my hair today. I haven't did, you know how you sometimes will put like some piece of your hair and you'll tie it back. Yeah. This happened by accident because I actually had my hair in a ponytail. And then I was like, let me try something different. So we try something different. And I like it. It's really cute. As you can tell by the title, today, the title is Lunchtime. I'm gonna eat lunch with you guys. So I'm not gonna be on here too long because I do intend on leaving. I'm also live on Twitch. So yeah, let's refresh this so that I can make sure that everything's good. And I pray that you guys are having an amazing freaking, what day is it? Tuesday. You know, on Tuesdays we dance with Diane Sexy Swag. So let's go ahead and do this. I have put some mac and cheese in the oven and I pray that it's not disgusting. Okay. We're about to go live on Twitch now. And we are now live on Twitch. Hi, Twitch. Happy Tuesday, Twitch. And happy Tuesday, YouTube. I'm about to go ahead and warm up some food, actually, because I'm freaking hungry. Uh-oh. Sorry, Twitch. You can hear me in the background. I did not mean for that to happen. So we're gonna have some mac and cheese with some turkey tenderloins and what else? Zucchini squash. My name is Carrie. I'm so very fly. Oh my, it's a little bit scary. Boys wanna marry. I'll be right back. I gotta go make my food. Actually, I can take y'all with me. Let's make some food because I'm hungry. I'm wearing a dress today. If you touch it, I'm a pretty as a picture. Happy birthday, Richard. Hi, happy birthday. Hold on, let's turn Twitch around. Hi, Twitch. Hi. Cause I'm beautiful. I'm not cooking anything. I'm just warming up food. Leftovers. We got Twitch and YouTube going on at the same time. I love that. He said, "What's up with it?" Hi. How was the YouTube shoot? It was fun actually. It was cool. I don't know when it drops, but you can follow me on Instagram and I'll most likely post about it when it drops. You said how the back looks? I gotta get my back tattoo fixed. Love your necklace, thank you. You're cool and pretty, thank you. Shout out to Ricky Dicky. And shout out to everybody on Twitch, King Michael and Slap Adonko. Slap Adonko. I love you too, thank you. LOL. You say you like the ink, thank you. Yeah, I gotta get my chakra tattoo fixed. Alright. I'm gonna start training for real at the gym, and they told me it's bad that I only eat once or twice a day. I literally only eat when I'm hungry, but I guess you can't do that. When you're trying to gain muscle and stuff like that, it's not recommended to eat once or twice a day. I'm so proud of myself though, because I've been eating my leftovers. I like that for me. Why you all dressed up? I dress up to run errands. I dress up to just walk around. I dress up just because. And then I also like wearing dresses as well. And it's also very hot in Atlanta. Like, it's beaming hot, y'all. It is beaming hot outside. I'd rather be hot than cold, but to be honest, I would rather be warm. Not even hot, not cold. I desire to be like a perfect temperature of like 65, 70. It's 222, you guys. The time is 222. Balance, alignment, and harmony. I got this mac and cheese from Trader Joe's, and I pray it's not disgusting. We're just gonna see. I had to put it in the oven. It's one of those mac and cheeses. I really pray it's not nasty. I'm gonna be really sad. I'm gonna cry. Something quick. So while we wait for that to be fixed, let's go back to the kitchen. Not the kitchen, the living room. Living room view. Keep rolling, rolling, rolling. You say you can cook for me? I would not be mad at that, actually. You know why? Because I always have to force myself to cook sometimes. So I can pause the music for now. I just wanted some intro. Hi, Morning Breeze. How are you? Yep, 222. Hold on, you said how old am I? I am 24. I just turned 24 June 8th. Big Gemini energy, Twitch, YouTube. Big Gemini energy. Celebrating all month. But yeah. Oh, you said it was hard to hear me because of the music. Dang, was the music too loud? You say you deserve more than 6 people. There'll be a lot of people that come in here. And then a lot of the times I leave my live published so more people can watch it if they missed it. You said if I put on makeup, I wouldn't need it. Thank you. I get told a lot that I have really nice skin. I agree. I have really, really, really nice skin. Not good girl gone bad. I'm screaming. Oh, you just want to go to the other live videos? Yeah. You said you would vibe. Thank you. No, but for real, if I'm being honest, I knew that I was about to start cooking, and I wasn't sure if I wanted to just let you guys hear the microwave. So I was like, I'm going to play some music instead. I probably wouldn't be mad about that. Can I subscribe? Guys, should he subscribe? I think you should. Hi, Miss One. How are you? Cute cute natural beauty for sure. Thank you. It's the eyes for me. I love these glasses. These are my new glasses, y'all, that I was telling you guys about. Twitch, these are the new glasses I was talking about. And I love how you can see my eyes. Like I feel like with my other glasses, because they're smaller, it's like you can see my eyes, but I feel like with these, you can really see like my full eye. I can't explain it. And I like my new glasses. I didn't think that I was gonna like bigger frames, but I like it. You just subscribed. Yay, welcome to the family. Can you leave a like? You can leave whatever you want. You can leave a like. You can leave 10,000 likes. Where are you for real? Where am I? I'm at home. Yo, this popcorn, if you guys have a Marshall's near you, Twitch, YouTube, Valley Pop popcorn, they have it at Marshall's. It's movie theater flavored. This popcorn is really good. Right. They cook it in coconut oil. You're so pretty. Thank you, babe. I love Twilight. You know what's crazy? I've never watched a full movie of Twilight. Never. I think I tried to get into Twilight, but I don't know what happened. Same with like Harry Potter. Like I tried to get into Harry Potter, but I fell asleep on it when I was younger. Morning Breeze, I appreciate your support so much. They're very nice glasses. They look really good on you. Thank you. I feel like new character unlocked. The dress looks great on me. Thank you. Okay, so you said you love Twilight. What's your favorite thing about Twilight? And where can we watch Twilight? What streaming platform is that on? Because I remember even when Bella, what's her name? Bella and the vampire guy. Like, I just remember everybody kept talking about their little intimate scene, you know? My food's ready. Yay! Again, I pray it's not disgusting. The mac and cheese. But I think we'll be just fine. Hold on, let me move you guys back a little bit. All right, Twitch. So if you guys don't have me on Instagram, then that means that you missed my Instagram story post. Twitch can see it, you guys can't, but back there, I got a birthday gift on Sunday. I got a pink and black golf set. Now you're probably wondering, Courtney plays golf? I don't play golf, but I'm open to learning about golf and how to play. And it'll be a fun activity to do. It'll be something different, you know? You said dimples too. You need to be protected at all costs. Thank you. Yes, no, I pray for protection every day. I think I also deserve protection all the time. I would be somebody that would have security. Well, if I'm on vacation, I would have security on vacation just so they can make sure that I don't get finessed. Twilight is on Netflix, but it's leaving soon. Wait, I have Netflix. When is it leaving? By the way, the mac and cheese from Trader Joe's does not taste bad. I think it's healthy. I told myself I wasn't going to start doing this because I saw it on TikTok. And now it's like a habit. 30 days. They need to put Twilight on Tubi. Okay? I love Tubi. Tubi has like all the shows. If you know, you know. Tubi just has everything from back in the day. Don't get fooled by her innocent looks. She's a Gemini. Don't do me like that. Don't do me like that. I am not proven guilty of anything, okay? Twitch, YouTube, I'm not proven guilty of anything. I haven't done anything. Oh, you say you gotta go. You did your part. Well, I appreciate you. I'll see you in the next one. Tubi has low budget movies. That's because you guys watch those movies. Tubi has a whole collection of movies and classics, okay? And TV show. They have Everybody Hates Chris. I think they have the Bernie Mac show on there one point in time. They have a lot of great stuff. They have the show with the Playboy bunnies. I forgot what it was called. But basically, Hef's Girlfriends. I like that show. All the classics, like if you watch BET growing up, the Black Entertainment Television channel, whatever, they have a lot of stuff, classic movies on Tubi. You guys choose to watch the low budget ones and then think that that's all Tubi has to offer. No. No. Tubi has a lot more. Tubi has a lot of scary movies. You guys need to watch this movie. The Collector on Tubi. Please watch The Collector. I will rewatch that movie. I will rewatch that movie. The Collector is a crazy movie. It's a scary movie, but it's not like demons or whatever. It's more like serial killer. But that movie is insane. That movie had me in a chokehold. Okay? I Love Twilight is leaving us. But before she leaves, thank you so much for subbing. Thank you for joining the family. And I'll see you in the next one. A Bernie Mac show and Girlfriends. Yeah, Tubi got good at you. Gotta find it. Exactly. Exactly. I need to rewatch Girlfriends now that I'm an adult, because I watched Girlfriends a few years ago. I like binge watched it. And there were certain parts of that show, like I could see why they when they talk about it on TikTok, they try to what's the word I'm looking for? What is the word? Analyze. They analyze the show, and then they analyze how friendships are and things like that. What part of the States you're from? And shout out from the UK. That's the UK flag, right? Okay. England. Remember the other live I said I should not be tested on world flags? Don't. Hi, Scary Eyebrow. But I am from Virginia. I was born in Virginia, but I live in Georgia. You said the Jamie Foxx show is great. I never really watched the Jamie Foxx show. I feel like the Jamie Foxx show was one of those shows, again, that I would probably see snippets of, but I never really like sat and just watched a full episode to see the ending credits and then to see it go into the next episode. Yeah, never. Never. Yeah, it hit different once you're grown, not gonna lie. There was something in Girlfriends that really resonated with me, or I just peeped something, but I don't remember what exactly it was. It was just something in the friendship dynamic, and I thought like one of the friends, I thought they weren't really effing with the girl for real, or she just kept, like Joan kept allowing herself to get used, or they just had too many. I feel like in girlfriend friendships sometimes there's too much responsibility. Like people feel like because you're friends, you have to be of service to them all the time, right then and there. And it's not an understanding that not everybody's gonna be there for you all the time because they got their own stuff going on. But it doesn't mean they still not your friend. They just busy. They just got their own stuff going on. Like I know for me, like I used to feel bad because I always felt like I'm not there with my friends all the time. But then I had to tell myself, well, who's really here for me all the time? You know what I mean? I don't have people that call me every single day to check up on me. But I have my group chats. So we choose to communicate in the group chat. We show up for each other if we need to be there, you know? And I think maturing is realizing, especially as an adult, that versus when you're younger, like when you're younger, all you doing is going to school and coming back home. So whatever. But as an adult, it's like, no, some people got kids, people got spouses, some people's social battery gets lower than others. Like there's just so many different factors to take into account of. So for me, it's like I know that my friends are going to show up for me in the way that they can. And just like me, I'm going to show up for my friends in the way that I can. If I can't be there for every little thing, don't feel like you still can't call me though if you need help. You know, that doesn't mean that I'm someone that you use. But if I'm available and can be of service for you, then I will be there. I'm only a call away. That's how I would describe myself as a friend. You know. You said you slay. Thank you, baby. How's the mac and cheese? The mac and cheese actually isn't bad. It's not bad at all. Honestly, it tastes better than the mac and cheese I've had at these soul food restaurants here in Atlanta. I haven't been to every soul food restaurant, but the ones I've been to, I don't like their mac and cheese. And I'm like, how do you mess up mac and cheese at a soul food restaurant? There was some soul in it. There's no soul in it. It's just food. Hi, Dimple. Sending love and peace from Botswana. Kasane. Is it Kasane or Kasan? Africa. We got Africa in the house. Hi, Africa. Welcome to the live. You said true facts. Not everyone got enough time to give attention always. I mean, friends with benefits, a situationship is cool, but being committed, have to spend a lot of time for a busy person. Yeah, I can't do friends with benefits anymore. Unless the benefit is financial, I can't do it. I just can't. And the reason why I know that I can't is because I tried to do it. I tried to do it one last time just to see how it would go. And it went exactly the way that in the back, like, you know, as a woman, for all the ladies in the chat or not, or maybe men too, you just know that something's just not going to work out, but you do it for the plot. So I did it for the plot and got myself emotionally attached, even though I was like, I'm not going to do that to myself. And it still happened. But it happened with someone that I didn't even want to be with. Like, I was not trying to be this person's girlfriend. But I think for me personally, honoring my love languages and understanding that sometimes a lot of people, they don't need much from you. They don't. They might manipulate you into thinking that they do need more from you just so that you can do extra stuff, but they really don't need that. Because if you really reflect on it, how many times have you done something for someone thinking that's what they needed from you and they still ghosted you or didn't acknowledge you or don't care if you're breathing? You know what I mean? So it's like maturing is realizing people will dead ass manipulate you into thinking that you have to go over and beyond for them if you don't know your worth and value already. You know. But moral of the story, friends with benefits does not benefit me because my priorities in life are different. I have grown up bills. I have what's the word I'm looking for? I have not affirmations. Aspirations. I have aspirations now. My priorities are different. You know, I can't just give sexually. You know, maturing is realizing that physical intimacy is not enough. It's not enough. Because once the lust wears off, and I'm speaking to my ladies right now, once the lust wears off, there's a part of us that needs comfort. Twitch, hold on. Twitch said, what do you mean? King Michael, which part exactly do you want me to specify? And I can specify that for you. But yeah, it's like, I forgot what I was just saying. Oh my God, my Gemini brain. My Gemini brain. And it's kind of hot in here. You guys are seeing in 4K how I be forgetting what I be talking about. Oh, you said the one where I said intimacy is not it. No, physical intimacy is not enough. Physical intimacy is not, you said that's all I want 24/7. I'm screaming. Okay, there's a difference. I love it. We got Twitch in the chat and we got YouTube in the chat. We answering questions. Okay. And I'm going to make sure I catch up to you guys' comments. Okay. All right. So first we have, you need intimacy 24/7. There is no difference. Okay. So for my ladies specifically, for men, I can't speak on that for real because I'm not a man. But from my understanding, you guys don't go about intimacy the same way that we do. You guys, some guys will be okay just getting their little nut off and then going back to play basketball with their friends. But then you have some women that, you know, they need more than just getting their nut off. That sometimes they might need, you know, aftercare. Some women might need aftercare. They might want to just cuddle with you after. And it's funny because I actually read in a book. I read this in a book. I think the book was called The Male Brain, or it was another book. But in that book, she basically said, the author basically said that, or was it Venus and Mars go on a date or something? 5 stages of dating, whatever. I read a lot of books. But basically they were saying for women to understand that if a man doesn't automatically cuddle with you after you guys have sex, it's not because he doesn't like you, but it's just something in you guys' biology where your automatic instinct isn't to cuddle. But there's some guys that do like to cuddle. Like I remember, this is so messed up. This is so messed up, y'all. But this was a while ago. This was a long time ago. The person wanted to cuddle with me after our stuff, and I was just so avoidant. I'm just like, why do you want to do that? I literally was so like I don't want it. I acted like a dude in that situation 100%, because I definitely was like, what you mean? But it's because I didn't like him like that. So, I mean, self-awareness, right? Okay, let's catch up with the comments. Peppa, you can't eat my food while you over here like barking at me crazy. Okay. So whoever talks shit about me taking 30 minutes to read comments, give me a break. Okay, be careful with friends that say to you in their time of needs, if you love me, you will lend me. Very manipulative. Yeah, Peppa, you can't eat this food because you'll get sick. I guess you got friends who benefit with the wrong person. You just chose the wrong guy. Been there. No, facts. I hold myself completely accountable for who I choose to engage with, knowing that I'm not being fulfilled how I need to be fulfilled. And I honestly think, as women too, and men, if you take accountability for your part in something not working out, I really think that makes the process of getting over it more seamless. I'm not going to say quicker, because everyone's pace is different. Take as much time as you need to get over something, but don't let it control your life. However, I definitely believe that holding yourself accountable for your part and not just playing the victim 100% definitely makes the process more seamless. Yeah. Twitch, no, I'm not. No, Twitch, you can stay here. I'm gonna still tell you my YouTube though. But while I was reading your comments, I had neglected what they were saying. But you're fine right here, I promise. But there's my YouTube. It's the same as my Twitch. And here's my Instagram. And here's my TikTok. YouTube, you guys can get all of my social medias in the description box of this video and all of my other videos. They are all there. But yeah. You said bills, how old am I? I am 24, and I've been paying bills since I was 19, 20. Actually, before that, when I used to live with my sister, she used to make me give her like $50 out of each paycheck. You said no more Twitch, I'm hopping on YouTube. I'm screaming, Michael, I like you on Twitch. Don't leave me. I'm kidding. But yeah, no, like at that time, I was tight about that. Because I'm just like, I'm working at Tropical Smoothie, $7.25 an hour. I'm in high school. He said, stop, my man will get jealous. You're a woman? You're a woman? But yeah, no. I think that if I would have grown up in a family that if they did that to their kids, it was so they could give them money to their kids when they got older. I feel like that would have been awesome. But it's fine. You said no, duh. So what you talking about? Your man will get jealous. What man is going to get jealous? You feel like I'm the hero's friend in the movies? What does that mean? LOL, it's Twilight for me, so that's weird, not gonna lie. I'm screaming. Life path number 9, Cancer here. I think I'm a life path number 8. Yeah, I'm a life path number 8, which just makes sense because 8 is my favorite number. I was born on the 8th of June. 8 ties into abundance. You said my man. Oh, you're gay. LGBTQ. LGBTQ. I like girls. I love Twilight. You know, one thing I love about my family members, I call my subscribers my family members. You guys are going to always be like protective. And I love that. I genuinely appreciate that. I do. You know, me working in nightlife, I'm not really pressed by certain things, you know? But it doesn't mean that, I don't know. I just ignore it. But if people get too crazy, y'all are going to always check them. And I feel like I have a bunch of sisters and brothers on the internet that don't play about me. And you guys are very, very, very protective. And I appreciate that. I just wanted to shout you guys out for that. How old am I? I'm 24. Oh, you said Wazam, baby. Wazam. You said don't say it out loud. I don't want people to know. Why don't you want people to know that you like who you like? You leaked my status. I'm screaming. Okay, in my defense, they don't know who you are. They don't know who you are. So you're perfectly fine. You are safe here. This is a safe space. You know. What state are you in? I'm in Florida. I live in Georgia. I was just in Florida for my birthday. Thank you. You're welcome, babe. So you say you don't want people to know. If you don't mind me asking, why do you prefer for people to not know? Like, is it a thing where, like, you just don't want your close family to know? Or is it, like, behind the closet type of thing? Or whatever. Happy belated birthday. Thank you. Make sure you guys watch my birthday vlog. It's just wrong. What's wrong? But yeah, make sure you guys watch my birthday vlog. We had such a great time in Miami. It was a 3-day vlog. I had a great time. You said being wrong. But being wrong about what? You said, I'll stop. You guys are so funny. You said being into men is just wrong. Well, if being into men is wrong, then why are you into men? And I asked that from I'm not a therapist. I am not a therapist. But from a spiritual or objective sense, right? If you feel like being into men is wrong, but you still choose to be into men, that means that you choosing to be into men is the truth that you choose to live. So you should always live in your truth, right? 100%. You should always live in your truth. But it sounds like you're living a truth from another person's perspective as well, which is why you say that being into men is just wrong. You said that's the wrong truth. But you just, okay, so being into men is wrong, but you like men. I feel like you should just live in your truth. Because if your truth is you like guys, then hey, you like guys. Who's gonna fight you about it? You're not gonna go to jail for liking guys. You said no, I like him only. I'm screaming. Okay, so why is it wrong? Why is liking men wrong? Is it wrong because somebody told you it was wrong? LOL. What does Cybo mean? Cybo. But no, I mean, I grew up Christian. You know, yeah, I grew up Christian, so I understand the whole you shouldn't like the same sex and things like that. But honestly, you can't control who people like. I just don't think that they should project that stuff onto children. You know? Like, I feel like a lot of us here grew up in the early 2000s. Some of you guys most likely are older than me, so maybe like 90s and stuff. There's always been gay people. There's always been trans people. There's always been cross-dressers. There's always been that. They've always had slick stuff in TV, music, all of that. But I think what the issue is that they try to project it onto people that haven't even given themselves a chance to even think for themselves and what they even want for themselves. You know? You said after the act of how you be feeling, it just ain't it. So you don't be feeling good after? Okay, you said what's the difference between cross-dresser and trans? I was just saying both terms. That's all. I was just saying both terms. Because some people might not know what a trans is, but they might know cross-dresser. Or some people might have never heard of cross-dresser. So, but I don't know what the difference may be. I mean, I guess a cross-dresser would be someone that just cross-dresses, but they didn't change their gender. Versus someone that's transgender, they actually, like, change their gender. So, yeah. I don't know. So you only feel satisfaction when you're doing it with the guy, but you don't really like it. You know what? I'm happy that we're having, you know what? Twitch, I'm not going to say your name. I'm just going to call you Twitch. Twitch, I love that we're having this conversation. I feel like these are the type of, these are the type of things that I like for my channel. I like having conversations. This is great. So you don't really like what you're doing. You just like it when you're in it. So basically, you just like the feeling of what you receive in that moment. But once that's done, then you don't like it anymore. Did I get it right? Okay, said right. Nothing's wrong with it. Just shouldn't be projected onto anyone, just like religion or politics. Exactly. LOL. Okay, you said yes, pretty much. Okay, we got it. Dang, Twitch. So, the problem is he rizzed me up too bad. A solemn you alchem. I have no idea what that means. But welcome to the live. Okay, so Twitch, what I'm getting at. Okay, can you tell why do you think that is wrong still? Like we still didn't get there. Why do you think it's wrong what you're doing? Take your time with the answer. No rush. No rush. Me personally, you know, especially living in Atlanta, there is an abundance of feminine men in the world. And there's nothing wrong with feminine men. But the girlies that like straight men, they're just like, you can see all over TikTok. It's like now they say, who gonna be the boys? Who gonna be the boys? Because everyone wants to be feminine. And I just feel like if you're a straight man, you need to be a straight man. But if you're gonna be a straight man and have feminine tendencies, then you need to just go with the other team, you know? But it's funny because a lot of people on the other team don't even want them either. So it's like, so. You said, I love you, love me. I love you too, thank you. Okay. It's gonna take a minute for me to chew this. Okay, you said it's just wrong. I mean, with him, that me and him with mine. Then just hooking up all naked. I mean, that's just wrong. Fighting on who's going first. Okay, okay. So are you basically saying that you were not into men prior to meeting this person? And he's the only person, like, do you think he's the only person that you'll ever, like, okay, boom. Okay, boom. So my question to you, do you still date women? And if you said, why am I laughing? Because I'm always laughing. I am always, you can ask people that know me. I always laugh. I always laugh. I always laugh. But anyways, what was I about to say? Damn. I like girls. I've never dated a woman. But I don't know. It's like, it's just so crazy just living in Atlanta. It's just so insane. Because you know, when you're younger, people will tell you like, hey, don't get too involved. Don't do this. Don't get into drugs, kids. Don't. Atlanta turned me out. And it was so funny because I literally was just telling one of my friends this. I literally was just telling them, like, when I was younger, they used to say, don't get into drugs. And I feel like a lot of people, I don't know one person in my life that does not do any type of drug. Like, that's so funny. You said, what's my favorite fast food? My favorite fast food. If I want a burger, Wendy's. If I want chicken, Zaxby's, Chick-fil-A, Popeyes. Yeah, if I want tacos, I don't really care for Mexican fast food spots. I like going to just authentic Mexican restaurants now. You said, you think a trans would really balance it? I'm screaming. Honestly, in your case, Twitch, in your case, I think that because you're not 100% confident yet in dealing with the same sex, the smartest thing to do in your decision is to keep yourself tested, for one. And this goes for straight people too. Even me, like whenever I would have a new sexual partner, I always get tested. I'm not even capping for the internet. Like, I'm not capping for the internet. Get yourself tested. And I started doing that right after my first boyfriend. So I started doing this back in what, 2018. Since 2018 to now, it's 2025. If I did the math right, that's what was said. Wait, 19, 21, 7 years. For 7 years, I've practiced this. You have to get yourself tested because people crazy. People crazy. And I feel like this is a very sensitive subject, but if you are not 100% in your sexual preferences yet, then, you know, for the woman's case that you choose to deal with, well, I'm just going to be blunt about it. There's probably some people that aren't 100% confident yet in opening up, you know what I mean? Or they might feel like they'll be judged for it. And I think that at the end of the day, you'll be better off telling whatever woman that you're dealing with that you used to be with men. You know? Because a lot of girls, like women now, even on like TikTok, they'll share their stories of dealing with the DL person. You know? So you said not the W sign for Wendy's. West Side. Let's see what I do with this one. West Side. Big Wendy's or the little one. I'm screaming. You said, so that's a no for trans. No, Twitch. I feel like, honestly, I know for me personally, even though I like women, and even though I'm attracted to women that are masculine, very much so, I would still want to know if somebody was trans. I would still want to know. I want to be able to have the choice to choose what I want to do. I would prefer to know. Okay. Spamming the chat. We see it. We see the comments. We see the comments. You said I feel like, no, if you want to be with someone that's trans, then you can do that. I mean, okay. If you want to be outside, right? Like, let's say you want to be outside. If the person that you're choosing to deal with really looks good, like you can't even tell that that person was a man, you know, then you can be outside in public with that person because no one's going to know that that's a dude. Only you and that person would know. So maybe you'll feel even better. Where can you find a trans? Anywhere. There are some transgenders that are Uber drivers. I think I had 2 or 3 Uber drivers that were transgender. But you could tell that they were trans though. Like they didn't have like that surgery where you couldn't tell. Like you would have to click on their bio online and see trans in their bio to know. Like it wasn't like that. Like you could tell. Okay. I don't want to remove you. Hold on. Hold on. But you're spamming my chat. And it's just, this is a lot going on. It's a lot going on. But they're everywhere. I'm not sure where you live, but a lot of them are definitely here in Atlanta. You go to Piedmont. They there. Or you can go to any events, like go on Eventbrite. Go on Eventbrite and see if they have LGBTQ events. And I think that's where you can find some trans people. That's all I got. I don't know. There is this one festival I went to with my girlfriend. And it was like an arts festival. I'm gonna be honest. Dogwood Festival in Atlanta. We went to the Dogwood Festival in Atlanta. And there was an abundance of LGBTQ. You could probably find trans there. But what's crazy, like even the place that I go to get tested, right? One of the places that I go to, a lot of the nurses in there, they're LGBTQ. And they look so good. And it's so funny because I told one of the guys that was testing my blood, I'm like, I asked him, like, everybody in here gay? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, y'all look really good. And he was like, yeah, they be saying that now. They be saying that the good looking ones are the gay ones. And I'm just like, see, they be knowing. They be knowing. They know that they look really good, but they don't play for our team. But they look good. Okay, but how do I know if she is, I mean, I would love a trans with your face. Oh, that's crazy. So you basically want me, but in a man's body. How would you know if she's trans? Ask her to lift up her skirt. If she still has that other part, ask her to lift up her skirt, or ask her to pull down her pants. But I honestly think that a lot of people that are like that, you said that's rude. I didn't know that was, okay. Twitch. Okay, now I gotta show you how to finesse that. Nah, hold on. All right. I did not think that was rude. I'm so sorry. Hi, Mukavelli. We talking to Twitch right now. Okay, we're on Twitch and you at the same time. Here is how you can ask a trans person that you are into to pull down their skirt or their pants without it being rude. Okay, so boom. You outside. Let's say you meet this person at the park. Let's say you go into the park because you're getting your steps in, right? All healthy. Team healthy. So you meet this person. They look really good. You pursue them. You get the phone number. And then you plan a date, right? So if they into you, you guys are going to go on a date, okay? And if you guys hear licking, that's my dog. She's drinking water, so she's not dehydrated. Okay. But anyways, so you guys are on the date, and you just have to bring it into conversation. You know, you just got to be like, so have you ever been with a man before? And they're going to say yes or no. And then after that, damn. it just got to flow in the conversation. I feel honestly, I feel like at the dinner table, you would be able to figure out if the person was trans just off conversation. You won't even have to say, hey, pull down your skirt or pull down your pants. You know, you say you got no riz. Okay. In my defense, I've never had to riz up a transgender before. So this is different. But we're trying. No, I'm not gonna give up. Okay, so let's just backtrack. Let's say you met this person at the club. You guys are drinking, you guys are smoking, you guys are lit, right? So let's say y'all are kissing, like y'all making out, like just, you know, on that type of time. You said, but imagine like you, then she's not. How embarrassing. So basically, you're saying that you would make out with them, and then you'll see that they're not a guy, and then you'll be upset. That is so hilarious. Honestly, I feel like to figure out if this person has a peewee or a BB, you just gotta be in that situation where it's about to come out. Like, y'all about to get it in. That's all I got. You guys are about to be there, almost there, y'all making out and stuff like that, and then someone gotta take their pants off. Somebody gotta take their pants off. But I feel like for you, how I would get out of that situation, I would be like, oh my gosh, I thought that you were a man too. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm into the other team. I did not mean to waste your time. That's literally the only way to get out of that situation. Peppa, there's no food left. I ate it. But yeah, I feel like that's the only way to get out of that situation. But also, we want to make sure that the girl is okay, because she's going to be like, what the hell? I don't want to make out with somebody that's gay, right? So in that sense, if that's what she says, to avoid that, you have to be honest. We have to be honest, guys. If we are playing for other teams, we have to be honest so we could be considerate of the other person's feelings, okay? So that's why I'm just like, off the rip, when you first meet somebody, just bring it into conversation. You know? Have you ever been with a man before? Have you ever been with a woman before? What are your sexual preferences? Or just, you know, you just got to figure out a way to bring it into conversation. I am 5%. You're 5% LGBTQ, but you're still LGBTQ. Like, from a woman's perspective, from a straight woman's perspective, even if you got bent over 2%, women still want to know if that's what you doing. And I know women personally that would prefer to know if their person was bent over. They want to know that. It's just out of respect. They want to know that. So that's why I'm saying, like, your best bet, if you want to come across somebody that's in your community, you have to go to where the people in your community are at. But if you meet them in regular places like the mall or the gym or the grocery store, then that's when you have to play in conversation to figure out what their preference is. You said no, I ain't even been bent over. So you don't, okay, so you do the bending? You do the bending? They should know if you're Diddy. Bro, please. My mom is so funny. Why my mom texted me yesterday? She talking about something. I had Diddy court today. I'm exhausted. Because my mom, she's been watching the Diddy court case. And I told her, I'm like, it's probably draining your energy. Okay. How far is this from where I gotta go? 41 minutes. 41 minutes, okay. I'm gonna stay on here for a few more minutes, guys. And then I gotta go because Atlanta traffic is ghetto. You said no, I do the pudding. The what? What's that? What is that? The pudding? I'm screaming. You said, look at you. You handling this very well. You said 24-hour stream, please. Oh my God. If I did a 24-hour stream, I would have to be at home all day. I would have to be at home all day. I would totally not mind doing a 24-hour stream, but I definitely told myself that I was going to go back to my regular routine today. I could probably do it on a Thursday. But as you can see, I am streaming on my laptop for Twitch. And I use my phone for YouTube. So I would have to alternate. So whenever YouTube is a little bit dry, then I can go live on my phone on Twitch. That's what I'm telling Team YouTube. Team YouTube, if I'm not live on YouTube, then you should check to see if I'm live on Twitch. My Twitch is the same as my YouTube, casually me. So you guys can see me from both perspectives. Are you ever in New York? You know what's so funny? I intend to be in New York in September to see one of my girlfriends. She's going to be walking in New York Fashion Week. There's some festival. What's my favorite color? Orange. Where am I from? I'm from Virginia. But yeah. But Twitch, what is pudding? What is I need to know what that means. What is that? What is that? But no, I love this. Like, I love answering people's questions and just giving you guys the perspective of a Gemini. I should do a little segment from a Gemini's perspective. If you guys see that anywhere after today, just know that it came out of the magic from my mouth. If somebody does that before I do, okay? You say, I prefer you to be live on FaceTime. That's so cute. But no, I like to treat my lives as if it's a FaceTime session. Like, I be chilling for real. Like, I am the one doing, not the one being. Oh my God. So you be hitting it from the back? You be hitting it from the back? But either way, no matter which way you're doing, yeah, the straight woman would definitely still want to know. You said don't. You can't tell me not to laugh and then expect me not to laugh. Like I told you, I laugh at everything. I laugh at everything. I laugh at myself. But yes, no. You still gotta tell Shorty, like, you gotta tell her that that's what you be doing too, because if she wants to go down on you, she's going to want to know if your wee-wee was in another man's, you know. You said, but I ain't cracking jokes. You have to understand. I laugh at everything. It doesn't have to be a joke. I literally laugh at everything. Like, please. Please don't get on me, please. Even when I was doing my eye appointment, was it my eye appointment? No. When I was getting my makeup done, my friend was telling me to stop smiling because the makeup is going to set in my smile lines and I'm gonna have a dark line right here. And every time she said, don't smile, don't laugh, I kept laughing and smiling. I had to like force myself to not do that. You said, what's an eye appointment? An eye appointment is when I'm getting my eyes checked out for my glasses. So that's what that means. I was getting my eyes checked out. But yeah. You said that's really me. I laugh at the most serious ish. No, facts. I don't know how to be serious. I tell people up front, I'm like, I don't know how to take myself seriously. But in life, you learn to not take things seriously and to see a lot of things as a joke. That can trigger some people, but that's not your problem. So, laugh. Moral of the story, laugh. But no, there's some instances where you shouldn't laugh. Like if somebody just got, like I wouldn't laugh. But someone did tell me, like, I think yesterday, somebody told me something. But dang, I wish I remembered what it was. I don't even want to reiterate it because it might sound effed up if I try to reiterate it. You said like my case. Honestly, I like your case. I think this is one of my top favorite cases that I've ever had to go through, you know? Again, from the perspective of a Gemini, that's what we can call these sessions. A Gemini's perspective. So, this is a safe space. You can share whatever you have going on, and there is no judgments here. The only thing is I will ask questions just to make you think beyond your initial thought process so you can try to get to the core roots of the problem, the issue, the situation, or the confusion. And that's literally what I do in my real life. Like whenever I'm upset about something, I have learned how to allow myself to genuinely figure out the root problem. In other words, regulating my emotions. Yes, regulating my emotions. That is crazy. That person's been talking crazy this whole time. Okay, guys. I think my time's up here because I do have to go. But we should definitely continue this. Make sure that you guys are subscribed to Casually Me, CAJUALYME. If you guys want to follow me on Twitch, my Twitch is the same as my YouTube. You said no more 30 minutes. No, I gotta go. If honestly, if Atlanta traffic wasn't dumb stupid, then I would definitely stay on here. But Atlanta traffic is like, you said please. Not y'all all sad. You know what? The Gemini in me is gonna be like, you know what? If you guys want me to stay on so bad, if you guys want me to stay on so bad, you guys have to tune back in when I come back on here. You gotta show me that you miss me. Okay. I'm kidding. But no. I do have to skedaddle and trust and believe. You how about this? How about this? You guys want me to come back on later tonight? I have dance class tonight. I do have dance class. Dance class is at 9 p.m. I do have to go. I know you don't want me to go, but I have to go. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But I love you so much. I appreciate you for sharing your story with me. I'm looking forward to hearing more stories. You said you will be asleep. Well, wake up. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Well, that just means that you have to tune in to me tomorrow, my love. Trust me. Trust me. You say if you go, I'm unfollowing. That's crazy. Well, that means that you just got to tell other people about your stuff. Ha ha ha. You said laugh at that. Ha 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 ha. I'm laughing. But no, I think you'll still be here. You'll still be here. I have no doubt in my mind that you will still be here. Because I think that you like me. And I like you too. I think we like each other. And I think that if people like each other, they should stay in each other's lives. Technically, you should stay in my life because you like me. But nah. I appreciate you guys so much. I do have to get out of here. Okay. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, Twitch. Okay. That was Twitch. YouTube, how are y'all feeling? I really, really, really like Twitch. Like, no cap. I really like Twitch. I like how if I don't want to be on YouTube, I can get on Twitch. And it's mainly just the, what's the word I'm looking for? It's mainly the way that the layout is. I like that my camera doesn't look crazy on Streamlabs. Twitch, hi Twitch. Now I have to look over my video to make sure that the sound wasn't crazy. You're cool and pretty, thank you. Shout out to Ricky Dicky. Ricky Dicky. And shout out to everybody on Twitch. Okay. Oh, you gotta go, you did your part. Well, I appreciate you. You slay. Thank you, baby. How's the mac and cheese? Okay, yeah. Okay, cool. I'm gonna publish this on Twitch. Awesome. No, Team Twitch for sure, for sure. Team Twitch. Team Twitch. Back to Twitch. Let me see my channel. You did your part. Okay. Customize your channel. You said play a song. Kaden, I really would. I honestly would, but I have to skedaddle, my love. You caught me at the last minute, my love. Hold on. How do I change the thumbnail? Or is it too late? It's probably too late to change my thumbnail on here. But it's okay because It'll expire in a few days. Oh wait, no, it's not too late. It's not too late. I'll probably just do that. Hey, you nice. Hey, you, nice to see you again. Nice to see you again, honey. Honey, bunches of oats. Oh my God, there was this guy in my class. Oh my gosh.
Well, I appreciate you.
I remember, I forgot his name, but I was a junior. Yeah, I was a junior in high school. And there was this guy, and he literally would say, honey, but it's of oats. And I thought it was the funniest thing. But okay, you guys, I have to get off of here too. I appreciate everybody that followed the family. You guys are freaking awesome. I have dance class tonight at 9 o'clock. You guys can follow me on Instagram at CMeLiving, CMELVNG, to stay tuned into everything Courtney J. Did you go to Sandy Creek High School? I did not. I've never heard of that school, actually. But yeah, we'll be back on here, though. And I love you guys.